Hello again, quick video again, same matchup as the last one, Jinteki Shell Game versus Andromeda, different player, just found again randomly on Octagon. My Shell Game deck versus their Andromeda deck, and once again, there's just no, the Shell Game suffers greatly from poor ice draw at the beginning. I see there I've got one ice, or no, I have two ice to start. But I decide to first turn expand out into a couple of remotes to see what kind of player I've got with me. He immediately runs, sorry about the notifiers there, I shut them off. So he immediately runs the HQ and attempts to dig in there a little bit. Yeah, just an unfortunate. That's what he does. He runs HQ and uses account siphon and bankrupts me turn one, action one. Perhaps a bit of a mistake on my part about not covering HQ. Didn't have any agendas in hand, so I decided that and considering my last game, I was R&D locked the entire game. I decided to throw my first piece of ice down on R&D. Unfortunately, with Criminal, you really got to watch out for those turn one account siphons. They'll just bankrupt you, and as you will see throughout the game, I pull exactly 0 economy cards. There's no way for me to get back up on my feet economy-wise. And again, once that happens, it's just a simple matter of time. I probably could have conceded turn 2. It wasn't a close game, or there was no semblance of closeness made in the game whatsoever. So you can see I do ice up the rest of my centrals. He scored. I believe that's a Fetal AI that he scored. Took the damage. He's got some tags. He ends up. I don't know why I wasn't paying attention to the fact that he didn't clear those tags. He ends up doing or attempting to run a remote first on his turn. I informed him he can't do that. He kind of rejigs a little bit and eventually runs my pad campaign. And instead of ditching it, he takes his bank job credits, leaving him wealthy and me dirt poor. He's able to break the Victor using the brain damage off of Victor using clicks, just a click, ends the run and then runs the remote, and he's okay. And like I said, I think that leaves him with $16 and me with less than that. Not a very good place to be. So I think, yeah, and on top of that, I just start drawing into agendas like mad at this point. Instead of economy cards, anywhere I could have used an economy card, instead it seems like I pulled an agenda. The agendas were I could have thrown them down. In fact, I do throw them down, but without the money to really advance them, it was. He does hit my Neural Katana and takes 3 net damage here, but it doesn't slow him down much because he doesn't need much. He hits the pad campaign, takes that away. There was one time I think I could have rezzed it and realized it's just not going to pay off, probably. I knew he was going to run it, or figured he would run it eventually anyway, so the 4 it would cost him, would have been mitigated somewhat by the 2 it was going to cost me to res. I just didn't feel like rezzing 2 and losing it the next turn. Throws out a Desperado, hits my archives. I can't res it. He actually gets unlucky a number of times and still manages to win. There he pulls one out, and the odds are at this point he's just going to do fairly well. Throw the Ronin down, try to advance some stuff up to throw him a little off, and it does slow him down for 1 turn, I think. No, it doesn't even. He scored. Oh no, he gets unlucky. Pulls the trigger light, decides to not hedge his bets and go after my Ronin at this point, thinking, oh, he's probably dropped an agenda there for sure. Flips it over, sees it's a Ronin, whatever, decides to trash it. He's got lots of money, can't be bothered to hang on to it. And from here, I think his next turn, I throw the Boxy Loyalty down, His next turn is just a matter of score out of my hand. That's it. That's all. Love comments. Love feedback. Leave it if you can. Thanks for watching.